This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Cincinnati. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. I take 20.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Penn State. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Play fake. Prescott exiting the pocket right. That's right side. He's got Ferguson.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, here we go. I take 20.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes.
Here we go.
All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Catch left side is made by Higgins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
I'm fine, ready?
2nd down, they need 3.
11. Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ready?
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Burrow. And he's in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. His 6th touchdown now for the season. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yeah! Then we're going to 53.
This drive will start on the ground, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd.
They were hoping for one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's into the hands of Mingo. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Yeah, here we go. Like that. There we go. Kill.
That is Ferguson in motion. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Shamar Stewart in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. Prescott now. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On the return, it's Moore. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
On one, ready? Go. gun. Start. 180. Start.
Burrow now to throw on first down. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
11 Thomas. 11, 12, 12, 12. Start.
Here's Brown. Whoa. And he will get into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 9.
Here we go. I check.
Prescott. He's got a man. It's C.D. Lamb. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. First time to Lamb in this one. And it's a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we got 47.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
One quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, there we go.
Dak to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
12, 12, 12. Start! 180. Start!
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide cut. Start.
They go play action for Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball. It's a great example there.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
21. Cowboys, nothing. And McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Prescott. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Dak going to give this to Blue. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Prescott. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
On the handoff, Blue. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And
the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Second down, Prescott. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 180. Stop.
Burrow now. Pushed by Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here we go. 180. 180, shot. Eleven MT. Stop.
Play action now. It's Burrow. This one intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
First down, Prescott. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. To throw is Dak. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. That is Trey Hendrickson getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. Move back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. shotgun snap for Prescott. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Point after. Coming up here. It's up and through. Cowboys get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
Here we go. Right, 80. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
12. Stop.
Now Brown. It'll get forward to about the 42. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. Pass caught, Gesicki on the right. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Here we go.
34-yard
Stop.
line.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can. 11. 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. A quick slap taken by Chase. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
11 mighty. Stop.
A carry here for Brown. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Is this set? Stop. Right, 80. What is that? Stop.
They'll run here with Brown. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, but then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here, 11 MT, 11 MT. Right, 80. Stop.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Gun. Cut. Right, 80. Stop.
Now give on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right, 80. Stop.
Now, Burrow. That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of fun.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. DeMarvion Overshown. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent, but here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
2nd down, Burrow. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
7. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Yeah! Here we go!
They'll run on second down. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 43, here's second and 3.
Yeah! What do you think?
They'll stick with him again. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
First and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
They run straight ahead with Blue. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here we go. 26.
Again, it's Blue. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah!
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Cowboys.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Right back to him on first down. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Yeah!
On second down, they run the counter. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now, for the point after. The kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer.
Cowboys 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's get set. Start.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
That's a gain of 3.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
11. Here we go. Here we go. 180. Right shot. Start.
They'll give it to Harris again. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go.
Now a give up at the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of 1 yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5. A give. Here comes Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.